Bitcoin, Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in the charts right here, shall we? Oh my goodness, Bitcoin is breaking out of this crazy trend line, downward trend line. We're going to talk about what that means and where this thing could be going. Oh my God, this is a crazy episode you don't want to miss. Oh boy, you're going to be surprised at where we see the price action going to, man. Bitcoin just gave the finger to the banks, right? They told them to read between the lines. Because we broke the lines. Oh boy, I'm in the 5x5 staying alive here in Dubai, man. Guys, I hope you sit down and watch this whole episode from the beginning to the end, man, because it's going to be lots of fun because we always have fun here, man. My name is DaVinci Jeremy, and let's just get right on to the charts, right, and see what's going on. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I usually start off with Bitcoin. I do, and I'm going to get back to that because actually, I want to talk about Ethereum because on the Saturday show, man, it was like, oof, some serious pain, and then boom, big reward on this breakout trade. Which I said, hey, listen, this is a good trade to make, right? Don't go bet the whole farm, right? But you know, you have to make this trade because like there's a clear W, right? As I was saying here many times on Ethereum. Right? It was a clean W. It had to be taken, right? Yes, you took a little bit of pain, but boom. Look at that. You're almost at their target. Profit. What? Who could ask for anything more, right? Heading back to Ethereum, Bitcoin, heading back to Bitcoin, you see, yeah, we missed the bottom because we could have got that bottom right here. That was a sweet bottom. Oof. So close, right? Yes, I had to take a stop loss on that one, but man, if I hit that one, I should have went 2% risk only 2% on that one. Then I would have my stop loss would have been a lot lower. And boom, look at this, boom, boom, boom. So looking at this trade here, where's the next trade? Well, we're gonna have a bump and run here probably. We're a little bit overextended ourselves. But I don't think Bitcoin is going to come back down to the 13 AMA and cross it again. We're going to probably bump off of the lower time frame here, this trend line. And what is this lower trend line from, right? We've already bounced off of this top trend line just to screw with people. I think we're just like really messing with the what's it called, the bears, right? Who are going short at these swing highs because we're at a swing high. Right, and so yeah, it would make sense to short here. Yes, it definitely would. But this is Bitcoin, and we've crossed a Rubicon here. So is it the real cross? Let's just take a look at what this. Let's go to daily, right, and take a look at this on a daily time frame. Yes, you can see. This trend line goes all the way back from the $48,000 mark. And it also has a bottom level as well. And boom, we've broken out of it. And so where's the target of this? Well, believe it or not, right back up where we first left off. I know. You're like, what? What? We're going to come all the way to 48,000? How's that possible? We're in the bear market. That's where the technical analysis says we're going. Are we going to make it up here? Probably not. But it's still possible, right? It's not out of the realms of possibilities, especially with the amount of Federal Reserve notes that they're printing. So consider that. Now, along the way, it's going to be a little bit scary and choppy and hairy. But if the trend change, right, we have to change with it. It's not as we have a little bit of a trend change, but not quite 100%. We're gonna have to see this come up to the 48,000 ish, come back down to this level of the 23, and then break from there and bounce off of that, or somewhere, or do something like I don't know, from like let's just say we do a fake fib. It comes back off the 61.8, right, which is right around the $21,000 mark, which would make sense actually, right? So if we were like around, the fibs, we bounced off of like the 28.5 or something like that, which would make sense as well, because there's a lot of resistance here, a lot because it was previous support. Once previous support equals becomes resistance, and this was massive support. I mean, massive from way back last year. So we can expect it to be resistant, massive resistance going forward. So you can't expect Bitcoin to break through that 28,000. If it does, well, you can pretty much guarantee the $44,000, $47,000 mark easy. But I don't see that happening. I don't see that. It'd be a miracle if it did that. Okay, so I'm going to remove this fake fib because it's just we don't even know if it's going to get up there. But once it does, and I believe it will, right? You're looking for a return back down to these levels here or close to these levels before we see it actually turn around and go all the way up to the 40,000 if it's even going to do that. So we don't know, right? Even though the technical analysis says this W should break up higher, but there's no guarantees of that, right? So that's what we accept. So the target for this trade, right, once again, is the 28,000. Let's see if this W target is the right one. Let's just see what the breakout level is here. So let's just say it's the top here because it came close and failed on that. So that's clearly the target. So yeah, you can say that the 26,000 to be safe is where you'd probably take some profits. If you're interested in buying this thing, I would suggest you start nibbling here, right? Even just nibble buy as it comes back down. Because there's a good chance that we are going to break higher. You can set your stop loss at the clear position where we would normally set our stop losses on this kind of trade, which is we're going to do the bottom right here is going to be should be the normal stop loss, but we don't like one-to-one trades, right? Because that'd be a one-to-one trade, right? So if we do that, because that's always a target, one-to-one on these trades. Here it is. So we go for a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, so that we're always getting twice as much. We're always going to win twice as much as if we were going to lose. If we're wrong, we'll only darn. Okay, let me just get rid of this thing here and stretch this across. Oops. There we go. There you go. So that's the entry point somewhat. I might have messed that up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Entry point somewhere around there. Doesn't matter. It's pretty clean. So, but you're now in an area where you can say, okay, well, I can buy all the way down, all the way to that stop loss, right? Which is the stop loss is at $20,500 and $65. So you could buy all the way down, and then you could just let go on that stop loss. Is it possible you could get wicked out? It is. All right. This is Bitcoin, right? Sometimes it could stop you out, but I don't think so. I think we'll only come all the way down to this line here, wherever this is on the 4 hour. So I don't think you're going to have to worry about that. Now, this is just statistics. Statistically, I think we're moving up. We've had too many extreme fear days, 72 extreme fear days since the system was designed. I don't see this being another dump here and adding multiple days more to the extreme fear factor. It's just too much, right? Bitcoin has been on a downward spiral for too long, for too much time, and that usually indicates a bounce sometime is coming and is in its wake. So, all right, let's just go take a look at on a daily scale and add the Rockin Brainer indicator and see how it's saying. Okay, on the daily, we are in the buy area. So this is a buy and hold all the way up for a red, I think so. So a red sell candle I think, and I think the red sell candle might be a false one. So when it does come in, and if you're interested in the Rockin Brainer, you can head over to payments.rockinbrainer.io. Links are in the description below. And if you want to trade this, you can head over to bybit.daviciJ15.com to trade this setup right, on Bitcoin, right? Because this is a great place to do leverage trading. Oh boy, this was like poof, kaboosh. A beautiful thing. There's not much left room here for you to trade this. This thing could come back at you heavy, so please be careful if you want to trade this all the way to the, to this resistance level of $1,700, $1,700. You missed the trade here as this thing pumped up, right? We got this thing. We nailed it right up there. I really think that we can you have to zoom in on the lower time frames if you want to trade this thing. It's really going to be difficult. Ethereum doesn't like to let you in. You can see on the lower time frames, you had to be patient, and waiting for that W to come in, right? And sometimes when it did come in, you might have taken a little bit of a W here, and then said this is a W, and then taking that, and that messed you up. And I mean, you had to really be patient, and then finally this little W, just cheeky W here, probably is even more clear on the 5 minute. Let's just go down there. You can see it right there. There it is. That was a W to take. Now, it wasn't clean. It wasn't good. It wasn't the best W to take, right? Because it was part of a downtrend here on the 5 minute, but you had to keep taking them because we're in an uptrend. So you had to keep trying until you got the right one that was going to get you up there. So yeah, that was the trade. You could have taken this one. I think this one also made you some money. Of course, it came back at you just to wipe you out, to close your trade, and then continued on. So if you just you did stop to break even, or you got stopped out. So yeah. It was if on this W here, so it was all it was a very difficult situation to trade when you try to trade the lower time frames for Ethereum to get in on a breakout, right? It's really difficult, but hey, it is possible, right? It's there, the trades are there, and you just have to wait for them, right? And it's not always easy, and not always fun. Okay, so you can see. But over here, we've broken higher, and now it's a little bit of an exhausted move, right? We can probably see on the indicators, yes, we've exhausted this move, and so we're going to have to consolidate before we make another push. The push is probably going to be really quick, and we're really fast, and we're going to head straight above to this take profit target. If you want, you can probably set your stops around the top. I would say just below the top of these things, those wicks here, so that you're not stopped out. So like around the $1,350 or something like mark, and then ride the rest higher. So that's my ideas for today. So that's how we're going to trade this, right? And make sure that you do trade this at bybit.daviciJ15.com. Links are in the description below and in the pinned comment. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, right, you got to get some Bitcoin, right? If you don't have any Bitcoin today, and you got to get some, because Bitcoin's real, Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. Cheers.